to another edition of News Review brought to you by Wisdom Yard Television. I am Odunwayo Adelere. You know how we do it on the show. Bring to you news that made it to the top. We'll go on a short commercial break to our sponsor. Our sponsor is Okpebholo Herbals. Okpebholo deals with Okpebholo Herbal mixture, Herbal Co, Herbal tonic, Herbal bitters, Herbal flusher powder, Herbal energy powder. Whichever you need, you can send a DM or call the number 0701010859. Remember to adorn your health with herbals because health is wealth. And to all our viewers, both home and abroad, we say a very big thank you to you for always staying tuned to WYTV. For every show that is coming up live on WYTV, we say a very big thank you to you. You know how we do it on this show. Bring to you news that made it to the top. We'll go on a short commercial break to our sponsor, Okpa. When we come back, we'll talk on the one we should talk about. But today, I will not be the only one talking. You can drop your own comments in the comment section. Let's drop minds together. Let me know your opinion, why you know my opinion on this live show. So, on Punch newspaper this afternoon, we have Edo poll. PDP alleged rigging as APC Okpebholo wins. 1 year after, Tinubu yet to appoint ambassadors for 109 foreign missions. Tariff hike looms as monthly power subsidy is 181 billion naira. 280 billion naira assets recovered from drug peddlers in August, NDLEA. On Vanguard newspaper, we have federal government frees 6 #end bad governance protesters to arraign 3. Edo election, Ayedatiwa congratulates Okpebholo deputy. Effort to silence us will fail, NLC president. Duty-free import, Lagos State deserves a license. On Daily Post newspaper, we have Edo decides, Aisha Yesufu slams Governor Obaseki for crying over election results. I weep for Nigeria's democracy, Adamawa Governor Fintiri. Edo decides, Obaseki calls for calm, hints on next plans. These are the news that made it to the top today. Let's go on a short commercial break to our sponsor, Okpa. When we come back, I will continue from where we stop. Don't go nowhere, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Sweetheart, I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
You gave me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero like Okpa.
After Okpa,
It is always Okpa.
Okpa for management of power.
Hey, welcome back from that short commercial break. That is our sponsor, Okpa. You can also be a sponsor for any of the program that airs on WYTV. Also, you can bring in your product. Let's advertise whatever you might be selling to the whole wide world. So without wasting much of our time, Edo poll, PDP alleged rigging as APC Okpebholo wins. It is expected for such a thing to actually come out after the old election in Edo State. For as many that are in Nigeria and those that are in diaspora, they're actually waiting forward to see what would be the outcome of the Edo State election. Successfully, on the 21st of September 2024, Edo held its gubernatorial election, and surprisingly, voila, APC actually won. They took over in Edo State. For now, the People's Democratic Party are now coming out to say, we no go agree. We won't accept the results because we believe that everything that happened in Edo State is actually rigging. And we will not settle for less because the fight still continues. That is in Edo State. The People's Democratic Party kicked against the results of Saturday's governorship election in Edo State, which ushered in the All Progressives Congress candidate Senator Monday Okpebholo as the new governor of the state. If we are to look at the opinion of all the Nigerians that are out there, some are saying we won't support the results because we know it was actually rigged. Edo people are coming out to say this is not what we voted for. This was our result. And over the weekend during the election, we saw that there were crises in some area of the state, some parts of the state, local governments where elections held. at a polling unit, we have somebody that actually came with a gun and was apprehended, taken to the police station. As well, we have somebody that actually came and did nothing but to disrupt the peace of the election and actually poured away the ballot paper. Now, my question is, the ballot paper that was poured into water and everything went into rain, how did you count the election of that polling unit? That is my question to the INEC officials. How did you count the election of that polling unit? And for as many polling units that there were crises, there were a lot of rigorous fight and all that, how did you count the election, and how did you come about the total number of everybody that actually voted in Edo State to make APC candidates the winner of the state? Now, Adamawa State Governor Amadu Fintiri, who is the chairman Edo State Governorship Election National Campaign Council, on Sunday stated that Independent National Electoral Commission should be held accountable for violating the Electoral Act. Now, this is the governor of Adamawa State coming out to say they must be. No, now. It is glaring. There are some things that you know that once you see them, they are glaring that this is faulty. And there's a saying that says, once the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? I have the saying that says, even the righteous will pray. And not just pray alone, you have to work towards your prayer. Now, you assured the whole Nigeria. And over the weekend, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Abat, came out and said they should give the citizens the right to free election democracy. Sir, I put it to you and a question to you. During the presidential election in 2023, did you allow the citizens to express their franchise? No. That's question number one. Did you give the citizens the democracy they actually needed? Should I say yes or no? Now, that is my question to you, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Now, Okpebholo pulled 291,667 votes to defeat PDP's Asus Ighodalo, who came second with 247,274 votes, and Labour Party's Olumide Akpata, who emerges third with 22,763 votes. It's now appearing to me like it is just these three parties that are now in Nigeria. Before, we have two powerful parties that shakes the floor. But now Labour Party has come to say, I have come to stay. I am not here to go anywhere. But surprisingly, just three parties were actually declared in Edo State. We have the APC, we have the PDP, and the Labour Party. My question, INEC, the other parties, did they come to play? Did they come to eat? No, we did not hear anything about their results. Of the 18 local government areas in the state, the APC won 10, while PDP settled for 8. But the PDP, in solidarity with its governors forum, insisted Ighodalo won the election. Now, we already accept in Nigeria that election in Nigeria is now a do or die affair, according to what Governor Obaseki said on Politics Today, which he held with Okpebholo on Channels Television last week, Thursday. He said he's not afraid to say election in Nigeria and election in Edo State is now a do or die affair. And I would like to say, he said, and I quote, but I want to stylishly agree with what he says. Now PDP are coming out to say this is not their result. This is not what we actually voted. We know our results when we hear the result, but what they projected out is like our result is being given to APC and APC's result is being given to us. So with this, we are going to challenge this. We are going straight to court. That is Monday Okpebholo. I want any day an election is being held in Nigeria and everybody actually accepts that yes, this is the result. Let's just move on. Come next tenure, we can actually bid for another one. I think that is when we'll actually say Nigeria is actually moving forward. But now, I want to put it to you that Monday Okpebholo, you will be going to court from month to month, year to year, and with play, APC is going to rule for that 4 years. If he's not going to rule for another 4 years, but that 4 years is certain because the judiciary system, number one, is corrupt. People that told you that let's go to court, we'll meet in court, they actually have the people before telling you to say, before coming face to you and tell you let's go to court, they are already assured that the people that are going to meet in court, they are people. So I will just urge the People's Democratic Party, like we accepted the All Progressives Congress administration 2023 May 29. Why not just accept it for that 4 years and just let go? You come out strong in coming year, that is 2028, if I'm not mistaken, come out and bid again, you might say luck might be on your shoulder, luck might be on your head, and you might actually emerge as the governor of Edo State. But for this year, I just wanted to accept it. The downfall of a man is not the end of him. Once you fall down on a horse, you have to pick up yourself. That is if the horse did not injure you, did not break your back, did not break your spine. You have to pick it up and climb on the horse again and journey. So just take this as it comes and move on. So the second one here says, 1 year after, Tinubu yet to appoint ambassadors for 109 foreign missions. You know, our president is the man that loves to do things strategically. Yeah, let me use it that way. He loves to do things that the way that everything will fall in place, and at the end of the day, Nigerians will be like, wow, so this is what this man actually have in store for us. No wonder he has been taking his time. He loves taking his step one step at a time. You know, a single drop makes a mighty ocean. With a step, we can actually get to a greater place that we want to get to. That is one of the reasons why the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has not yet appointed ambassadors for 109 foreign ministers. But my question, Mr. President, failure to appoint, this is your second year counting in office, 109 foreign missions, ambassadors has not been appointed, and you've been traveling outside the country. You've been going today Paris, tomorrow France, next tomorrow China, to Uganda, and your wife actually came back from Zimbabwe and brought that. They actually wear corporate. That is why they are united. So united we fall, stand divided we fall. That's what your wife brought from Zimbabwe. That's the First Lady Oluremi Tinubu. It's been over a year that Nigeria has not named ambassadors in over 100 diplomatic missions, which has raised concerns about the country's position in the Committee of Nations Rights Gift Abib. Nigeria, Africa's most populous nation and one of its largest economies, has now spent over 13 months without ambassadors in 109 diplomatic missions worldwide. The diplomatic vacuum has raised serious concerns about the country's standing in the global arena and its capacity to navigate the increasingly complex international relations. For more than a year, Nigeria has lacked formal representation at the highest level of diplomacy, leaving the country at a disadvantage in engaging with global partners. We know for every administration, we have the ministers, we have the ambassadors, we have the senators, we have the reps, we have everybody that is supposed to be in their offices. Now, the ambassadors that you are supposed to appoint in your early stage of the president, now over 13 months, the president has not appointed anybody, and you feel you can actually navigate these things yourself. Failure to do all these things will actually tell on your administration. Trust me on that, the president. It will tell on your administration. Why? Because all these people are supposed to fix in. You're supposed to fix them into work where you are not supposed to go to, but failure to appoint them, you will just see yourself doing this. I want to do it. There's a saying that says, Jack of all trade, master of none. You just see you are doing this, you are leaving it, you are doing this, you are leaving it, you are doing this, you are leaving it. But once you have an ambassador that will do, this is ambassador for this is ambassador for, you know, the next person, they have outing, you have things to do. The next person you do as you call, the next person to call upon is this ambassador for foreign affairs. You know the person is going to represent you, and just go and bring back the feedback of what was done. But you want to do this, you want to do that, you just find yourself doing nothing. And at the end of the day, before the twinkling of an eye, the snap of your finger, 4 years is gone, and you ask yourself, what did I do in particular? I did nothing. Just 4 years down the drain. But when you came on the campaign ground in 2023, all you told the Nigerians is that you sat down for 20 years, you strategized, you saw everything that's actually battling with Nigeria, you know what we're actually going through, and they should just give you that baiting. It is your time to rule. But Mr. President, ever since you came on board, Nigerians are groaning. Nigerians are weeping. Nigerians are in pain. And for a Nigerian, an average Nigerian that earns 70,000 naira per month, that cannot even afford 3 square meters, you know, we are actually failing squarely on that aspect. So for the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we need you to work on that aspect. Appoint your ambassadors. You are a kingmaker, yes. You are a kingmaker. A kingmaker should not act like a chief. You sit and they bring to you. That is who a kingmaker is. You sit and you dictate, this is what I want, this is what I want, this, and trust me, everything will fall in place. But you want to do everything, it cannot work that way. This one says, I weep for Nigeria's democracy. Adamawa Governor Fintiri rules Edo election. Democracy is government for the people, of the people, and by the people. That is the definition of democracy. But Nigeria now, democracy is now government of the government, by the government, and for the government. Quote me wrong if I am wrong. Because I see no reason why I should have the freedom to express my franchise, to exercise my franchise. That is the freedom to vote for who I feel is right to vote for. And at the end of the day, my vote does not count. Shehu Sani came out some weeks ago and said those that have PVCs and they refuse to vote should be prosecuted. Shehu Sani, this is the reason why those that have PVC in Nigeria has refused to come out to vote. Because they already assumed and they already concluded, they thought in their heart and they concluded in their heart that even if I vote in Nigeria, my vote does not count. So why should I come out to even waste my freedom of franchise? In Nigeria, we have freedom of speech, we have freedom of movement, freedom of whatever, but your freedom is no longer assured even after you speak. That is in Nigeria. When Bill Gates came and said Nigeria is stagnant, if it were to be a random Nigerian that said this, it would be on the watch list being searched for because of what he said. But because Bill Gates is one of the persons that sends in money to Nigeria, he sends in money for sponsors like NGO organization, now he can be prosecuted. Now Fintiri is coming out say he weeps for Nigeria's democracy because Nigeria's democracy is actually bleeding. The truth must be said. Nigeria's democracy is bleeding seriously. And I believe the democracy actually starts from you, the government. You came out to say, and somebody that is going to rule in the government should be ready to take critiques. There are a lot of critiques that will come. A criticism will come at your government. Trust me. Forget that this person is in PDP. Forget that this person is in APC. Forget that this person is just a Nigerian. It is expected if you are actually in government and nobody is coming out to say what you are doing is wrong or what you are doing is right. Definitely check yourself. You have to checkmate yourself. If you are in government and everybody is just giving you the accolades that yes, you are doing well, if everybody is giving you the accolades that yes, whatever you do is the best, trust me, you are lacking somewhere. You have to go and sit down, sit on your drawboard, check it. Is this really the truth? But once you are in government and somebody is coming out there that, sir, you are not doing well. The people are lamenting, the people are groaning, the people are crying, they are gnashing their teeth. Then you know that, yes, I need to buckle up. I need to do well for these people. Because if Nigerians do not trust you, trust me, they wouldn't have voted you in as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But now that they voted you, a governor is coming out. Forget the fact that this person that is talking is in the opposition party. See this person as just the normal Nigeria saying the truth. When Atiku came out to talk, we feel because he contested for the presidency and he failed. Obi came out, we felt he contested for the presidency and at the same time, he failed. We feel because they are in the opposition party, their opinion does not count. But what about the Nigerians that are not in any party whatsoever? They are just poor Nigerians that just voted you in. We have some that they were rest assured that vote in Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and trust me, everything that seems like so hard is going to be so easy. Remember, their trust has been broken. Remember that whatever they trusted you on about them has been broken. There is nothing you can do. Their hopes has been shattered. Now, how can you actually revive their hope? Is by doing the needful. We trusted that when Dangote refinery start working, everything will go back to normal. But now, when Dangote refinery start working, we are even seeing Shege Pro Max. We saw Shege before, but now we are seeing Shege Pro Max. Even with the fact that the crude oil is in Nigeria, they refine it in Nigeria, everything is being distributed in Nigeria. Yes, we still see Shege Pro Max, and you still tell me we are operating democracy. I need a definition of probably the democracy that I was taught in secondary school is different from the democracy that we are practicing right now. Democracy is government for the people, by the people, and of the people. So before you think of anything whatsoever, you have to think of the people's opinion first. What will be their lot if I take this decision? The border is being closed, fuel price hike, electricity price hike, no food, nothing is even working in the country. And you expect the Nigerians to do what? To fold their hands and not talk. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we need you to check on the democracy. It is actually faulty already. And I can remember June 12th when you fell on the stage and you said you dobale for democracy. Fine, accepted. We accept that you did not fall. It is not the fault. You are a proud Yoruba boy. You are not a man. According to what you said, and I quote, you did dobale for democracy. Now that you've dobale for democracy, is this the democracy of June 12th? Is this the democracy of Abiola? Is this the democracy that all the past leaders actually craved for? I need you to go back to the drawing board. I need you to check your drawing board and see, is this what I actually have in plan for these poor masses? In your campaign, there was no removal of fuel subsidy. The full subsidy removal was on Atiku and Peter Obi. And I feel before they came out to say they were going to remove the full subsidy, they had better options in plan. They had better things to jump back to. But you did not say you were going to remove fuel subsidy. I see it more or less like, because fine, if they say they are going to remove fuel subsidy, now, you've actually removed the fuel subsidy, Nigerians are in pain. You have a better way to amend it. So it is not too late. Second year is still May. You can still make adjustments for Nigerians because the poor masses are weeping seriously. Even the rich are crying under your regime. We have lots of companies that are folding up, and I don't think Nigeria is actually a place whereby we want to send away all the investors. We want investors to come in to invest more, to boost our economy, to boost our gross GDP. President, you have a lot of work to do. It is not easy. Fine, we know it is not easy. Being number one citizen of a country is not easy. To make it easier for you, you have to do division of labor. That is why you have to have your own ambassadors. You have to have your own ministers. You have to have people that will work with you, and not people that will work with you and deceive you. People that will work with you in unity and tell you what is actually wrong, the way it is, the way it should be done. So the last but not the least on the NLC, this is actually coming funny. It's a funny one, and it is not funny as well. Every effort to silence us will not work. This is coming from the NLC president, Joe Ajaero. If you could remember vividly, Ajaero was being summoned by the police to come and say his own part about terrorism financing after the #Edbad governance protest that emerged in Nigeria. Joe Ajaero and some elder officials of the NLC called on the president, sir, this can work this way, it can work like this, it can work like this. So what happened October 2020 would not happen again this year. Call these people, it's a round table. There is nothing wrong in having a dialogue. There is nothing wrong in sitting at the round table. What do you want us to do? Okay, fine. I don't use social media again. And people that work for me, whatever they give me is what I will work on. This is the report that they are giving me. I want to hear from the horse's mouth directly. Tell me what is actually wrong. There is nothing wrong in that opinion. There is nothing wrong in that option that Joe Ajaero left. All for everything to boomerang on Joe Ajaero, and the next thing was said he was financing terrorism. He was all this treason and all that being there, and he was summoned by the police force, and Joe Ajaero said, I cannot make it. I can't come because I have another program that has been circulated for me for at that day. So I will give you the day I will become, with the aid of his lawyer, Femi Falana-Osan, an activist in Nigeria, human rights lawyer. Now, after he went to the police station and the NLC gave them an option, if this man is not released before 12 o'clock, we are going on shutdown. Both the electricity, anywhere that NLC are actually working, we are shutting everything down. And the police had to release Joe Ajaero. A week after Joe Ajaero was not even summoned, no letter was given, he was being carried to the DSS department. Now, Joe Ajaero is now coming to the effort to silence us will fail. That is Joe Ajaero coming out. I love the fact that this man is coming out strong and stronger every day after the netism are actually saying a lot. President of Nigeria Labour Congress Joe Ajaero has said all efforts to intimidate and silence organized labor would fail. The Labour leader also said he would on Wednesday, September 25th, honor the last police invitation extended to him. We call that Ajaero had in recent times been under the radar of security agencies, especially the police and the Department of State Services (DSS). However, speaking to some workers and union officials in Lagos, Ajaero said, "Recently, I was arrested and detained by the state, a clear attempt to intimidate and silence our movement. They hope to find wrongdoing, but we have kept faith alive. We must all do the same." On August 29, we honor the summons of the state to answer some allegations, and on the 25th of this month, we shall honor another one, this time at the police headquarters in Abuja. Let me say the strength of our movement lies not only in our resolve, but also in the integrity with which we conduct ourselves. Our ends must remain unsullied, our hearts pure, so that when the enemies of our movement come, as they will find nothing to use against us. Comrades, you have seen it firsthand. As we therefore prepare for the struggles ahead, remember they can imprison our bodies, but they cannot imprison our spirit and our soul. This is coming out from the NLC President Joe Ajaero. You can only take me to detention, and at the end of the day, if you actually imprison me, keep me in prison, you cannot imprison all Nigerians. You cannot keep everybody short. You cannot tell us to keep short when we know we're actually going through pain. You cannot tell us what to do when we know the right thing to do. So whatever angle you are coming from, Joe Ajaero is saying, be rest assured that we are ready to accept whatever thing you are bringing to us from every angle. All right, we've come to the end of News Review today. Do not forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, on YouTube, on X account, on TikTok, on Instagram, at Wisdom Yard Online TV. You can also join the WhatsApp community on 070110108549. Thanks to our sponsor, Okpebholo. Thank you so much. To all our viewers, both home and abroad, we say a very big thank you to you. So I come again on your screen. I remain my humble self, Odunayo Adelere. Be good and be fine. Bye for now.